Welcome, I'm Casey Hamlin, Casey Baja Tours, and today we're venturing to the edge of what's possible in aviation. We're counting down the 10 shortest commercial runways in the world, where pilots and planes are pushed to their limits. Buckle up, let's dive into the most thrilling landings on the planet. Number 10 is Princess Juliana Airport, Sint Maarten, famous for its runway just steps from Maho Beach. Jets roar and low, engines thundering over sunbathers, creating a spectacle that's both exhilarating and a little terrifying. The runway is only 2,180 feet, 666 meters, demanding pinpoint precision from pilots. With water on one end and a fence on the other, every landing is a test of skill. Tourists flock to the beach, cameras ready, bracing for the jet blast as planes descend. It's a bucket list spot for aviation fans and thrill seekers alike. Princess Juliana kicks off our list with unforgettable landings and unmatched excitement. Number 9 takes us to Greenland's Narsarsuaq Airport, surrounded by icy fjords and towering peaks. The runway is 5,128 feet, 1,807 meters, but unpredictable weather and tricky approaches make every landing a challenge. Pilots must navigate through fjords, dodge gusty winds, and land on a surface that's often slick or rough. Only specially trained pilots are allowed to land here. There's no room for error. For locals, this airport is a lifeline, connecting them to the outside world. Every arrival is a triumph over nature's extremes. Narsarsuaq is a true gateway to one of Earth's most remote and beautiful places. At number 8, we're in Belize at K. Calker Airport, a tiny strip surrounded by palm trees and turquoise water. The runway is just 2,126 feet, 800 meters, perfect for small planes making quick, bumpy landings. Pilots skim low over the water, landing just feet from the shoreline. Locals and visitors gather to watch each arrival, turning every flight into a community event. This little airport keeps the island connected and supplies flowing. Landing here is pure island adventure, laid back, vibrant and unforgettable. K. Calker is the heart of island life and a must for thrill seekers. Welcome to Agatti Airport in the Lakshadweep Islands, a narrow coral strip surrounded by the Indian Ocean. The runway is flanked by water on both sides, leaving no margin for error. Pilots must be precise, especially with sudden weather changes. Landing here feels like touching down on water, with the edge of the island just beneath your wheels. The airport is small and welcoming, matching the island's laid-back vibe. Agatti is the gateway to pristine beaches and vibrant reefs, a true escape from the mainland. Every arrival is an adventure, setting the tone for your island journey. Agatti proves the journey can be just as memorable as the destination. Tioman Island Airport, Malaysia, is wedged between jungle cliffs and the South China Sea. The short runway ends at a towering cliff, demanding steep, precise approaches from pilots. Only small turboprops like the Twin Otter can land here, and every touchdown is a heartstopper. The airport is surrounded by dense jungle. Sometimes you'll spot monkeys just beyond the tarmac. Disembarking feels like entering a hidden paradise, alive with tropical scents and sounds. Tioman is a gateway to world-class diving, snorkeling, and hiking. After a landing like this, relaxation is well earned. Tioman's wild approach makes it a true adventure for travelers. Number 6 is Barra Airport, Scotland, the only airport where planes land on a tidal beach. The runway is the sand itself, usable only when the tide is out. Pilots must time landings perfectly, splashing through shallow water as they touch down. The beach transforms with the tides, disappearing completely underwater for hours. Passengers step out onto the sand, greeted by a tiny terminal and a warm community. Barra is a vital link for islanders, blending aviation with nature's rhythms. Every landing is a unique adventure shaped by the sea. Barra proves airports can be as wild as the landscapes they serve. At number 5, we arrive at one of the world's most legendary and heart-pounding landings, the St. Bart's Drop at Gustav III Airport, nestled in the sun-soaked Caribbean. This tiny airport, perched on the idyllic island of St. Barthélemy, is famous not just for its breathtaking scenery, but for the sheer adrenaline rush it delivers to pilots and passengers alike. To land here, pilots must execute a maneuver unlike any other. They crest a steep hill known as La Tourmente, then dive sharply toward a runway that's just over 2,100 feet long, barely enough space to bring a plane to a halt. The approach is so steep and sudden, it feels more like a controlled plunge than a typical descent. Crowds of tourists and aviation enthusiasts gather daily on the hilltop roundabout, cameras at the ready, holding their breath as planes appear seemingly out of nowhere and drop dramatically toward the tarmac below. The anticipation is palpable. Every arrival is a spectacle. Down on the famous St. Jean Beach, the experience is just as thrilling. Planes roar overhead, flying so low you can almost feel the rush of air as they pass. Beachgoers pause mid-swim or sunbathe, watching in awe as aircraft touch down just steps from the sand, braking hard to stop before the runway ends. Only small, agile turboprops like the Pilatus PC-12 or the rugged Twin Otter are allowed to attempt this approach. Larger jets simply can't make the tight turns or stop in time. These aircraft are perfectly suited for the challenge, with powerful brakes and responsive controls. Pilots flying into St. Bart's need special certification and extensive training. The margin for error is razor thin. There's no room for mistakes. Every landing is a test of skill, nerves, and precision, demanding total concentration from the cockpit crew. The entire scene is framed by luxury yachts bobbing in turquoise waters and the lush green hills that surround the airport. It's a place where glamour meets adrenaline, where the world's elite come to play, and where every landing is a showstopper. The energy on the ground is electric. Crowds cheer and gasp with every daring landing, their excitement echoing across the beach and hills. For many, witnessing a plane touchdown here is a highlight of their trip. For aviation fans and photographers, St. Bart's is a rite of passage. The unique vantage points, dramatic backdrops, and heart-stopping approaches make it a dream destination for capturing unforgettable images and videos. From the cockpit, the approach is a white-knuckle experience. Pilots must judge their speed and angle with absolute precision as they clear the hill, then line up for a split-second landing. There's no time to second-guess. Every move counts. What makes St. Bart's truly unique is the contrast, the laid-back, luxurious island lifestyle set against the backdrop of high-stakes aviation. Sunbathers and swimmers share the beach with roaring turboprops, creating an atmosphere you won't find anywhere else. It's not uncommon to spot celebrities and high-profile travelers stepping off their private planes, adding a touch of star power to the already glamorous scene. The airport is a gateway to exclusive resorts and world-class events. Inside the cockpit, the atmosphere is intense. Pilots are laser-focused, scanning instruments and the runway ahead. There's no autopilot here, just raw skill and nerves of steel. One mistake, and there's no second chance. For passengers, the landing is an unforgettable thrill. Some grip their seats, others laugh nervously, but everyone feels the rush as the plane swoops in and touches down just feet from the beach. The St. Bart's drop isn't just a landing, it's a bucket list adventure, a test of skill, and a spectacle that blends the beauty of the Caribbean with the excitement of aviation. For anyone who loves travel, adventure, or airplanes, it's an experience you'll never forget. Number 3 on our list is Courchevel Altiport, nestled high in the breathtaking French Alps, a place where flying is as much about skill as it is about scenery. This airport is famous among pilots and aviation enthusiasts for its unique challenges and stunning location. The runway here is not only short and steep, but it's also dramatically perched on the side of a mountain, surrounded by snow and towering peaks. At just 537 meters long, it's one of the shortest commercial runways in the world, and its 18.6% gradient makes every landing and takeoff a true test of precision. Pilots must land uphill, using the steep incline and gravity itself to help slow the aircraft down. There's no go-around procedure here. Once you commit to landing, you're all in. The approach is visually stunning but demands absolute focus, as the margin for error is razor thin. Takeoffs are equally dramatic, with planes accelerating rapidly downhill, gaining speed as they race toward the edge of the mountain. The sensation is like a roller coaster ride, with the snowy Alps rushing past on either side. Only specially certified pilots are allowed to operate here. Training is rigorous, and experience is essential. Every flight is carefully planned, and pilots must be prepared for rapidly changing weather and challenging wind conditions. There's absolutely no room for error. Warning signs line the runway, and even seasoned aviators feel a rush of nerves as they prepare for approach or departure. The airport itself is a gateway to some of the world's most famous ski slopes, drawing winter sports enthusiasts from around the globe. It's not uncommon to see skiers pause mid-descent, gazing in awe as small planes touch down just meters away from the slopes, blending the excitement of aviation with the thrill of alpine adventure. From above, the view is nothing short of spectacular. Aircraft weave gracefully between snow-capped peaks, navigating narrow valleys and dramatic terrain. Here the worlds of flight and winter sports blend seamlessly, creating a scene that's both exhilarating and unique. Courchevel is also a renowned training ground for elite pilots who come here to master the art of mountain flying and to test their skills in one of the world's most demanding environments. For visitors, it's a marvel. Tourists gather to watch landings and takeoffs, capturing photos of planes set against the dramatic alpine backdrop. The thrill of the approach, the challenge of the landing, and the breathtaking mountain views combine to make every arrival at Courchevel truly unforgettable. At Courchevel, aviation meets adventure at high altitude, offering a one-of-a-kind experience that leaves a lasting impression on all who visit or fly here. Number 2 is Tenzing Hillary Airport in Lukla, Nepal, the gateway to Everest. The short, steep runway ends at a cliff, surrounded by towering Himalayan peaks. Pilots must navigate narrow valleys and unpredictable weather, landing uphill with zero margin for error. Watching a twin otter land here is witnessing a small miracle. For trekkers, Lukla is the starting point for Everest Base Camp, greeted by mountain air and fluttering prayer flags. The airport is a lifeline for the region, bringing supplies and adventure seekers alike. Every arrival is a triumph of skill and courage. Lukla is the ultimate test for pilots and a dream for adventurers. Number 1 on our list is Juancho y Irausquin Airport, perched dramatically on the tiny Caribbean island of Saba, a place where aviation and geography collide in the most spectacular way. This airport is home to the world's shortest commercial runway, measuring just 400 meters, and it's carved directly into the island's rugged volcanic cliffs. The runway juts out over the rocky coastline, with sheer drops on nearly every side, making it look more like an aircraft carrier than a traditional airstrip. Only a handful of specially certified pilots are allowed to land here, and only small, nimble aircraft like the Twin Otter or Britten-Norman Islander can even attempt it. The margin for error is razor thin. There's ocean at both ends and cliffs on the sides, so every approach is a test of skill and nerve. Pilots must execute their landings with absolute precision. There's no room for mistakes, no go-around procedures, no second chances. Once you commit, you're all in, and the pressure is intense. The approach itself is both breathtaking and intimidating. As the plane descends, passengers see nothing but endless blue ocean and jagged cliffs, with the impossibly short strip of tarmac suddenly appearing at the last moment. The sensation is equal parts awe and anxiety. Every successful landing here is a true masterpiece, a blend of technical skill, nerves of steel, and a touch of daring. The touchdown is so smooth and precise, it almost feels like a magic trick pulled off in plain sight. For passengers, the experience is unforgettable. As the wheels hit the tarmac, there's a collective gasp, followed by a rush of adrenaline and relief. It's a moment that turns even the most seasoned travelers into wide-eyed adventurers. But for the people of Saba, this airport is much more than a thrill. It's a vital lifeline. It connects the island's tight-knit community to the outside world, bringing in supplies, visitors, and hope during emergencies. The pride among the airport's staff and pilots is unmistakable. They know they're part of something extraordinary, keeping this remote outpost connected and safe, day in and day out. Juancho y Irausquin Airport is where the spirit of aviation meets the raw power of nature. It's a place that demands respect, courage, and a sense of adventure from everyone who lands here. So if you ever find yourself flying to Saba, buckle up and savor every second, because this is one flight you'll remember for the rest of your life. That's our journey through the world's most thrilling airports, each one a story of adventure and skill. If you enjoyed this countdown, like, subscribe, and share your favorite airport in the comments. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Casey, wishing you blue skies and safe travels. See you on the next adventure.